So welcome to the course unit 10, the crime topologies. Actually, crime topologies is our topic for both this week and the following week. Okay? So today, we're going to discuss only the part 1. And the topic for the part 1 is only the organized crimes and white-collar crimes. That's why I'm telling you this is just very easy or pinaka-brief explanation lang ang meron tayo today. So let's start. Okay? Crimes in the modern world. Okay, balik muna tayo dito. Pag sinabi natin crime topologies, we're talking about the different types of crime. Okay? So, crimes in the modern world. So, the crimes in the modern world represents the latest and the most dangerous manifestations of the something for nothing complex problems of society. So, this includes organized crime, white-collar crimes, conventional crimes, cybercrimes, and the last one, victimless crimes. So, ang gagawin lang natin ngayon is, ang topic natin is organized and white-collar crimes. When I say crimes in the modern world, ito na yun. Ito na yung mga crimes na meron tayo ngayon. Kasi, di ba, may mga crimes na nakukumit noon na hindi nila kinukumit ngayon. So, ngayon, sabi nga niya, it represent the latest and the most dangerous. Kung ano yung nangyayari ngayon, kung ano yung trending na crimes ngayon. Ito yung sinasabi niya, crimes in the modern world or the contemporary crimes. Okay? So, let's start with the one, organized crime. Do you have any idea when we say organized crime? Anyone? When we say organized crime? Anyone?
Fraternity.
Nakaplana po.
Yes, Michael Joseph?
Fraternity po.
How about John Eric?
May mga grupo-grupo po, ma'am.
May mga grupo-grupo. Tama kayo. How about mafia? Have you heard that word? Mafia?
Yes.
Mafia. O yan. Organized crime groups po yan. How about yung mga budol-budol gang? Sige-sige gang.
Ma'am.
Yan. Mga organized crime yan. Okay. What is organized crimes ba? Okay. Ito ha. Organized crimes refers to the unlawful activities of the members of a highly organized. When we say highly organized, napakaayos nilang magtrabaho. Diba? Discipline organization engage in supplying illegal goods and services. Anong ginagawa ng mga grupong to? Napaka-disiplina nila. Bakit napaka-organize sila? Anong ginagawa nila? They're giving illegal services or illicit services, diba? What? They're engaged in what? Supplying illegal goods. Pag sinabing supplying illegal goods, what are the types of illegal goods? When we say goods, these are the things. What are the types of illegal goods? Shabu, marijuana, diba? Illegal goods. Pag sinabi natin goods, these are the products na tinitake ng tao. Okay? Pag sinabi natin services, ito yung trabaho. Okay? Nabibigay ng isang tao. So, ang organized crime group, dalawang binibigay niyang illegal. Is either goods or the product na binibenta nila or so what? Or it's either the services. Anong services? For example, hitman sila. For example, terrorist sila. For example, sila yung nagbobomba or so what. Okay? So, ganun ang ginibigay ng mga ating organized crime group. So, again, organized crimes refers to unlawful activities of the members of what? Highly organized. Okay? Disciplined organization engaged in what? Supplying illegal goods and services. So, including but not limited to. Ibig sabihin, lahat to ng sasabihin ko, kasama yan. Pero hindi lahat yan. Kulang pa yan. Ano yan? Gambling. Diba? Prostitution. Ayan. Gambling and prostitution is example of illegal goods or services.
Services, ma'am.
Services. Okay? Gambling, prostitution, loan sharking. Do you know what is loan sharking? Ang loan sharking parang 5'6". Pero sa kanila yung 5'7 or 5'8". Pag sinabi natin loan sharking, malakas yung interest nila. Pautangin nila isang tao, tapos napakalaking interest. That is loan sharking. Okay, next, narcotics. What is this? Illegal goods or services? Narcotics.
Illegal good.
What is narcotics? Anyone? Pag sinabi nating narcotics, these are the drugs. We're talking about drugs. Okay? Narcotics. How about labor racketeering? Yan. Dito nagpapatrabaho sila, parang forced labor, ganyan. Pero walang sahod yung mga pinapatrabaho nila. And other illegal operations of what? The organization. So, madami silang operation. Example lang yung mga yan. Gambling, prostitution, loan sharking, narcotics, labor racketeering, and other illegal operations. Okay? Again, these are the organized groups, organized crimes, okay? Wherein there are members of highly organized and disciplined organization. Minsan nga, meron kasi ganyan subject kapag third year na kayo. Didiscuss namin din yan. Meron kayong, specific subject yan. Tapos, talagang makita mo doon na sila, okay? Okay, for example, mafia. Ay, ito dito, have you watched yung pinaka-trending ngayon, yung ating money heist? Or La Casa de Papel? Ayan, that is a type of organized crime group. Diba nag-train muna sila? Meron silang mga rules? Yun ang tama, yun ay isang example ng organized crime. Okay. Tignan nyo. Ang tawag sa mga tao doon, okay, ang ginagawa nilang crime, organized crimes. Pero ang tawag doon sa mga taong involved doon is OCG, or what we call Organized Criminal Group. A structural group of 3, okay, kapag nag-start yan, kahit 3 lang sila, tapos organisadong ginawa nila pagkagawa ng mga crimes nila, that is, or considered as OCG, kahit 3 lang sila. A structural group of 3 or more persons, existing for the period of time and acting in concert. So with the aim of what? Bakit sila grupo? Anong ginagawa nila? With the aim of committing one or more serious crime or offenses established in accordance with this convention in order to obtain directly or indirectly financial and other material benefit. Bakit kaya sila nagkakandak ng organized crimes, itong mga grupo na to? It's in order to them for the income, for the benefit. Okay? Financial gain usually ang gusto ng mga yan. Yung mga ating mga organized crime group. Magkaiba po ang OCG sa terrorist, ha? Okay? Magkaiba ang OCG sa terrorist. Sa organized criminal group, ang gusto talaga nila yan, mga benefits. Okay? Ibig sabihin, gusto lang kumita. Ang terrorist kasi, ano gusto nila? Takot. Manakot sila sa buong, to spread a fear among populace. Ganun yung mga terrorist group. Ang mga organized criminal group, what they want is to gain. Okay? They just want to gain. Okay? They just want to benefit. Ganun, kaya nga, they provide what? Sometimes illegal goods, sometimes illegal services. Anong kapalit nun? Money. Okay? So, anong sabi nga niya? It includes racketeering, organized prostitution, organized gambling, and control of narcotics. The offenders pursue crime as what? Livelihood. Hindi sila kumikita. Diba? In the lower echelons, they conceive of themselves as criminals, associate primarily with the other criminals, and are isolated from the larger social order. In the top levels individuals, they associate as well with the persons of legitimate society and often reside in the better residential areas. Okay. Kasi ganito, may mga organized crime group na nabubuo doon sa mga lower levels o yung mga kahit mahirap, di ba? Kaya nga, di ba, kahit sa mga namamalimos or sa mga pulubi, di ba, merong mga grupo ng mga bata or grupo ng mga pulubi na sila yung nananakot sa mga kapwa nila pulubi para makuha yung mismong kita nila. Di ba? So, yung mga gano'n, okay, kapag sinabi natin mga lower echelons or lower group, naka-associate sila doon sa mga ka-level din nila. Pero yun namang mga higher or top level individuals, for example, masyado nang mataas yung kanilang OCG or organized crime group. Syempre, naka-associate sila doon sa mga ka-top level din nila. So, organized crimes has 3 types. Political, social, mercenary, predatory, and syndicated organized crime. So, let's start with political, social. Wait, do you have any questions before I continue? May gusto kayong linawin about organized crime before I continue? Malinaw ba sa inyo? O nabibilisan kayo? Hello? May kausap ba ako dito?
Okay lang po, ma'am.
Parang malungkot. Okay pa? Gumagana yung utak?
Okay lang po, ma'am.
Gumagana
Hindi
ng
gumagana yung utak nyo. Ang hirap mag-aral, hindi gumagana yung utak. Okay?
Okay po.
Number 1 is political, social, or organized crime. So this category best fits into what we call political criminal. Okay? Political criminal. Ano pumapasok sa utak nyo? Ma'am, corruption. Diba? Ma'am, yung nagpapagawa ng mga shabu sa loob ng kulungan. Diba? So, they are simply guerrilla and terrorist groups and various militant social movements. The use of violence such as Ku Klux Klan, the Molly Maguires, and the Palestinian Liberation Organization. Itong mga political, social, organized crime, they want to benefit from the government. It's either meron silang inaaway or ayaw nilang pasunod na batas or meron silang hate crime groups. For example, itong Ku Klux Klan and Molly Maguires, movies yan. You can, these are real organized crime groups, but you can still search them on the internet and they have their own movies or documentaries. Itong Ku Klux Klan and Molly Maguires, okay, it is organized criminal group in the America. Wherein itong Ku Klux Klan, okay, ang pinag-aaway nito, di ba alam niyo yung mga white people, wherein nagkakaroon sila ng hatred sa mga African, yung mga black man, and then also sa mga Jewish, yung mga immigrants, ayan, homosexuals, ayaw din nila. So, yung mga Ku Klux Klan na to, ayaw nila na nasa Amerika yung mga yan. Yung mga black man, okay? Yung mga immigrants, yan. Also, yung mga homosexual. So, nagkakaroon sila ng mga organized crime. And then, Molly Maguires, ito naman, parang from the group of minors in USA. Nagkakaroon ng tension about yung parang sa work nila. And the last one, we have Palestinian Liberation Organization, wherein, located naman to sa Lebanon. Nagkakaroon sila ng problema within the government. Basta kapag nakita niyo yung political, social, organized crime, it talks about the problem on how they will benefited from the government and the hate from the policy. Meron silang ayaw na pinapatupad ng isang bansa or so whatever. For example, nakita nila masyadong korap ang isang bansa na nangyayari dito sa Palestinian Liberation Organization. Ayaw nila yung pamamalakad sa Lebanon kasi makita nilang korap lahat ng officials. So, yan. Nagkakaroon sila ng organized crime groups. Yan, or organized criminal groups. And those are what we call political, social, organized crime. Again, if it is involved within the government, okay, within the politics, ito yon, political, social, organized crime. Next, ito, we have mercenary, predatory, organized crime. Ano naman to? This category refers to crimes committed by groups for direct personal profit but which prey upon unwilling victims, such as juvenile and adult criminal gangs involved in larceny, okay, burglary, and robbery. So, this extortionist gang, okay, pag sinabi nating extortionist gang, ano yan? Kotong. Nangungutong sila, okay? These extortionist gangs, there was no one black hand, sabi nga niya. Sent threatening notes to fellow Italian immigrants, okay? Requesting money. Ito ginagawa nila. Alam niyo yung sa turf? Alam niyo yung sa turf, tawag dito? Kapag sinabi nating turf, territory. Diba? Sino dito yung may mga frat? Yeah, wag kayong mahiya. Yung mga groupings or mga groups kayo ng mga senior hikers or what. Diba? Uso yan, meron silang mga turf, or parang territory, na bawal kang pumunta dito or so what. Okay. Nakita niyo ba yung sa mga movies, yung kanwari, sinisingil nila yung mga nakapunta dun sa mismong lugar na yon, or yung may mga taxes silang binabayaran na hindi naman under ng government. Diba? Yung sisingilin nila, magbayad ka dito. Hindi lang siya sa foreign movies kasi kahit sa Philippines ang nangyari. Yung naniningil yung mga tao, yung naniningil yung mga criminal groups, kinakatakutan dun sa mismong baryo nila, kinakatakutan dun sa mismong place nila, kasi nga, that is their own territory. So, kailangan daw nilang magbayad. Parang yung business na yon. For example, may business sila, o sabihin natin beer house, ganyan. Kaso sakop siya dun sa territory nila, or tinatawag nilang turf. Diba yung business na yon, kahit hindi naman sila own ng government, okay, ang gagawin nila, naniningil sila ng taxes. Sabi niya, magbayad ka. O, nasa na yung kinita mo? Yan. Ito yung mga tinatawag nating mercenary predatory organized crime. Kasi kaya mercenary and predatory. Okay? Nagpipray sila, kinukuha nila yung mga weak victims. Okay? Ganun ang kanilang type of organized crime. They are not, tawag dito, wala silang illicit services or illegal goods, but they are threatening the other people just to get the profit. Diba? Sabi nga nito, diba, they sent threatening notes to fellow Italian immigrants requesting money. Often erroneously identified as a forerunner to the mafia. Okay? And the Black Hand was more method of crime than an organization. So they provided no other illicit services and could not assure immunity to their own operations through political corruption. Bago tayo nagka-mafia, ganyan muna yung ginagawa ng mga organized crime groups. Alam niyo yung example ko nga sa inyo. For example, bigyan niyo ako ng example. For example, itong si Joachim Lorenzo, tapos si Justin Mercado, tapos si Jonas Mondares. Si Jonas Mondares at saka si Justin Mercado, sila yung, tsaka si John Perigiao, sila yung tatlong OCG. Okay? Si Joachim Lorenzo, meron siyang, sa Sindalan sila para-pareho. Si Joachim Lorenzo, meron siyang, sabihin natin, restaurant sa Sindalan. Okay? Tapos, okay, syempre, itong mga John Perigiao, Jonas, JJJ, 3J, ang tawag ng kanilang organization. Okay? Sila ang tinaguraan na 3Js. Okay? So, syempre, dahil teritoryo nilang Sindalan, lahat ng business doon, anong gagawin nila? Naniningil sila. Diba? O, nasa na yung kalahati ng kinita mo? Ayan. So, ang tawag sa kanila is mercenary predatory organized crimes. Hindi sila gumagawa ng illicit services or illicit goods. Diba? Wala silang binibentang shabu. Hindi rin sila, hindi rin sila yung for hire, yung for example, prostitution or so what. Wala silang ganun. Pero, ang ginagawa nila, nangungutong sila doon sa mismong turf or territory nila. Tinatakot nila yung mga taong nandun sa kanila. Okay? Parang sila yung siga doon sa barrio na yon. Tapos, kukuhanin nila yung pera. So, ganun sila kumikita. Okay? Again, ang tawag doon ay mercenary predatory organized crime. Maliwanag po niyan to. Di ba madali naman to? Kasi napapanood nyo sa mga movies. Tsaka huwag nyo kakalimutan tong 3Js, okay? So, tandaan nyo sila yung mga organized criminal group sa kaklase nyo, okay? Sinong binibiktima nila? Si Joachim Lorenzo. Madali kasing matandaan ng isang lesson kapag nagbibigay tayo ng example within you, kapag kasama kayo. Okay po? Next. Another, in group-oriented organized crime. Ano naman to? So, these groups such as motorcycle gangs, and some adolescent gangs whose major goals are psychological gratification. Ayan. Kicks, rep, highs, bopping, and trashing rather than financial profit. Okay. Motorcycle gangs, the post-World War II prototype being Hells Angels, have branched out since Hollywood portrayals such as Marlon Brando's The Wild One. So such groups are involved in narcotics distribution, prostitution, extortion, robbery, contract murders, pornography, and other activities. Okay. Itong in-group-oriented organized crime, pwede siya sa low level, pwede siya sa top level. Pag sinabi natin low level, ito na yung mga youth gangs. Alam niyo yung, pag sinabi na in-group-oriented organized crime, they will start from the very small group. Alam niyo yung F4. Voice over flowers, F4. Anong meron sa kanila? Di ba parang grupo sila? Small groups lang sila. Pero anong meron sa kanila? Imbis, pera lang doon sa mayaman sila. Anong meron sa kanila? Di ba gusto nila sila yung sikat? Di ba gusto nila sila yung nire-respeto? Gusto nila natatakot sa kanila yung mga tao. Ang tawag doon sa gusto nilang yun is psychological gratification. Okay? Psychological gratification. Yun lang gusto nila. Sila yung kinakatakutan, sila yung siga, sila yung susundin. Okay? Again, psychological gratifications. Alam mo yung, kanina sa school. O, yan, di ba? O, yung grupo ni, maghanap tayo ng masamang tao dito. O, si Luigi Castro. O, yung grupo ni Luigi Castro, ayan.
Mama ko na lang.
O, sige. Aminado daw si Rico James Pabustan na masama siyang tao, kasama si Mark Philip Ignacio. Okay, yung grupo ni Mark Philip Ignacio and Rico James Pabustan, okay, sila yung mga nananakot sa school. Ayan. Ang gusto lang nila, hindi naman sila minsan nananakit, pero ang gusto lang nila is psychological gratification. Yun nga, yung kinakatakutan, yan. Highs, bopping, trashing, yun sila. Noong post-World War II, okay, dumami yung mga yan. Okay, lalo na, okay, noong nagkaroon ng portrayal itong si Marlon Brandos, you can search it on the internet, another movie, The Wild One. These are motorcycle gangs. Diba sa movie noon, kapag may mga motorcycle sila ng big bike, yung mga black, tas lahat sila naka-leather jacket na black, tapos mukha sila with a beard, diba? With their shades and their helmet, ayan, tapos magpapabilis silang mabilis silang mag-under ng motor, kapag pupunta sila sa isang territory, mananakot sila. Diba yung for example, may darating na sa restaurant, may darating na gano'n, oy, alam na nilang darating yun. Yan yung mga tropang puchigumi. O, ganun. So, the wild one. So, such groups, okay, yung mga yan, sometimes they sell, okay, or they provide illegal goods. Narcotics distribution, ayan. Prostitution also, extortion, bribery, contract murders, pornography distribution, and other activities. Dahil nung dumami yan, magsimula ng tawag dito, magsimula nung ginawa nila yung movie na to, itong Marlon Brando's The Wild One. Parang, di ba, pinortray nila yan, tapos yung mga iba, parang ginaya nila sa the other places. Again, these are in group-oriented organized crime. They will just start from the very, parang small group lang sila. Okay po? And the last one is this syndicated crime or syndicate crime. Alam niyo naman to, sa Tagalog ay sindikato. So this is the category of organized crime that is the subject of this chapter and to which most writers refers when speaking of organized crime. Usually kasi, okay po, usually kapag sinabing organized crime, ang iniisip nila agad is sindikato. Katulad nga na sinabi ko na mafia. Dito sa Pilipinas, ano yung mga sindikato? Yung kumukuha po ng liber, ma'am. Kumukuha ng liber. Nangunguha ng bata. Yan. Mga sindikato yan, nangunguha ng bata, tapos, ano? Ano daw yun? Ano yun, Oliver John Manalo, you're saying, what are you saying? Bartilyo gang, pwede? Okay, basta sindikato.
Yung iba po na senador.
Senador, oo, pwede rin. Sino yan? Okay. So, let's start, okay. Syndicated crimes being defined as suggested by Albay na ganito. A continuing group or organization that participate in illicit activity in any society by use of force, intimidation, or threats. Kawawa dyan yung mga bata. Alam niyo yung mga namamalimos, minsan, hindi naman talaga sila yung walang familiar so whatever. Minsan, hindi sila makawala kasi pinapamalimos lang sila. Merong mga taong, alam niyo napapanood sa mga telenovela kay Cardo, yan, yung ang probinsyano, or kahit sa mga movies, diba? Yung kapag yung bata namamalimos pero kasama sila sa sindikato. Ayan, minsan totoo po yun, okay? The structuring of group or organization whose purpose is that of providing illicit services that are strong in public demand through the use of secrecy on the part of associates, okay? One thing pa sa mga ganito is, minsan, they providing illicit services. Diba, for example, ano yung mga illicit services? Meron silang gambling, meron silang prostitution. Ayan, mga sindikato yan, di ba? Yung nagkakaroon ng prostitution, ibisan ang mga victim nila is yung mga kinikidnap nilang mga babae. Ayan, sindikato po yung mga ganon. So, the assurance of protection and immunity necessary for its operation through political corruption or avoidance of prosecution. Ma'am, bakit kaya nag-i-exist yung mga ganyan? Hindi natitigil. Kasi po, in organized crime groups, binibilang din nila yung corruption within the political unit. Siyempre, they will need a protector. Sino yung protector nila? For example, dito na lang, sa Angeles, bakit parang nakita nyo madaming mga clubs na parang may prostitution? Diba? Bakit nakikita nyo na bakit nila pinapayagan na ganito? Ma'am, mayroong, akala mo lang, bar or parang beer house lang, pero sa loob, may prostitution nagaganap, diba? Merong mga ganon. Kasi, they are having a protection from the, saan? From the law enforcers, syempre. Kaya nga sinawag silang organized crime group eh. Kaya nga tinawag na silang organized and discipline. In order for them to explicit or to give their illicit services and illicit goods, ang gagawin nila is they should have one called protector. Merong ganito siyan eh. They have their boss, they have their protector, they have their men. Ang organized crime group, sigurado may leader. Organized nga sila, di ba? Usually, may leader, tapos meron silang secretary, tapos meron silang mga tinatawag nilang soldiers. Yung mga soldiers na yon, sila yung mga gumagawa yung utos ng ating leader. Parang dun sa money heist, di ba? Meron silang leader doon, the professor. Di ba? Tapos they have yung mga tao niya, meron siya. Tapos meron siyang parang vice president or secretary, which is yung si Berlin. Ganun. So, ganun ang mga organized crime group. They are in a talagang organized and disciplined group. And they have their own protector. Kasi hindi naman nila magagawa yan. Ma'am, bakit kaya hanggang ngayon nag-exist yung mga drugs? Tapos malalaman mo, okay? Malalaman mo kasi yung palang mismong chief of police, siya yung nagpo-protect sa kanila. Yung palang mismong senator, sila pala yung nag-aalaw na magbenta sila. Isipin nyo na lang, sa loob ng kulungan, if naalala nyo yung sa Bilibid, diba? Nagkaroon ng production ng illegal drugs. Sa tingin mo, kung mahigpit ang security doon ng mga personnel, diba? Ng mga Bucor personnel natin, magkakaroon kaya ng ganon? Na yung isang nakakulong is parang meron pa siyang hotel sa loob. Nagkaroon pa ng diba? Meron pa siyang hot tub, tapos, meron pa siyang jacuzzi, nagkakaroon pa siya ng concert or so whatever. Paano na napapasok ang gamit na yon? Diba? Ibig sabihin, meron silang protector. Intindihan niyo po, there is a protector. At laging kabilang yan sa mga organized crime group. Okay? So, don't you worry about these organized crime groups. Ang malalaman nyo din yan throughout their history, saan sila nagmula, yung mga sinasabi kong mafia, La Cosa Nostra, yan, yung mga The Gambino family, the Five Families, madami yan. Even in the Philippines, we have Kuratong Baleleng, yan, Lexus Group. Ayan, malalaman niyo yan dun sa subject na yan. Pag third year na kayo. So, this was just an introduction. Again, these are the organized crime. So, do you have any questions about organized crime before we leave this topic?
None po.
Okay, next.
None po.
White collar crimes. Okay, let's go with the white collar crimes. Diba? Nabanggit na yata to sa inyo nung una pa eh. What is white collar crimes? These are crimes committed by whom?
Mga professional.
Ordinary professionals. Okay, yung mga mayayaman, diba? Anong
Yung mga
kabaligtaran yan? Anong kabaligtaran yan?
Blue collar.
Blue.
Blue collar.
Ano pinagkaiba nila?
Blue
Sa white collar,
Yung white, ma'am.
Mayayaman po, ma'am.
sige.
May trabaho na po sila.
May trabaho na sila, parang
Nakapag-aral
May
po.
trabaho na.
Sideline.
para lalong yumaman, diba? Yung blue collar crimes,
Yung mga
Yung mga wala pong trabaho.
Yun po talaga yung trabaho nila.
Oo,
Yun po
yung
talaga yung
trabaho
trabaho
nila,
nila.
yung crime talaga, yung mag-commit ng crime. Doon sila kumukuha ng pera para mabuhay. So, let's talk about white collar crimes. Okay. Otherwise known as crime in suits. Diba? Suits. Bakit? Kasi mga professional na yan eh. Sometimes, leader na yan ng corporation. Sometimes, ano na yan, talagang kilalang tao na sila. Kaya nga suits eh. So, otherwise known as crime in suits. Also known as pwede ring business or economic crimes. Business, economic, and political crimes. They tend to be civil law, okay? Regulates economic affairs between private parties. Crimes committed by people of high social position in the course of their operations. So, rarely involve violence, involve significant public harm, victimizes everyone and no one, economic costs spread over large corporations, estimate of cost 200 billion, 14 cost of street crimes or blue collars are generally referred as conventional crimes. So sa white collar crimes, mas malaking kinikita nito kaysa sa blue collar crimes. Bakit? Kasi large corporation na yan. Kasi po, kaya nga professional sila eh. Ibig sabihin patago. And 'di ba, those working na yung mga patago na yan, lalo na mga corruption, 'di ba? Kaya nga
mga senador.
ayan, sinaba nilang kasama yung mga political crime. 'Di ba? Yung mga ginagawa ng mga sinasabi yung corrupt people, that is an example of what? White collar crimes. Tignan nyo Edwin Sutherland, okay, define white collar crimes as criminal acts committed by a person of respectability with an high social status in the course of his or her occupation. For example, sa politics, yun yung mga nakita nyo yung mga senators, governors, di ba? Congressmen na corrupt. Or kapag naman sa business din, okay, may mga corrupt din yan. For example na lang yung mga nag-work sa DPWH, yung mga contractors. Yan, mga corrupt din yan, yung mga gumagawa natin ng daan. Yan, di ba? Gaganto. Tapos, for example, ito daw yung materials, pero ang bibigyan nila substandard materials. Yan. So, white-collar crimes din po yun. These are the types of white-collar crimes. We have 4. Yan. So, mag-start muna tayo kay workplace crime. So, what is workplace crime? So, crimes against employers by employees for individual gain. So, occupational crime, as individual of groups, illegal use of their professional position to secure something of value found at all levels of the labor force. Workplace crime, for example, nagkaroon ng corruption sa loob ng SM. Sabihin natin ang may-ari ng SM, sino? Sinong gusto yung kahit ngayon lang maging may-ari ng SM? Mark Ian Songlao, nandyan ka ba?
Ma'am.
Kanwari, ikaw yung may-ari ng SM today, Ngayon lang naman. So,
sige po.
Nandyan ka si Raul Macho.
Ma'am.
Yan. Ikaw naman yung yung parang manager. Okay? Ikaw yung pinaka-manager ng SM. So, not knowing, syempre, loyal ka kay, Mark Ian Songlao. Okay, syempre. Pinapakita mo kay Mark Ian Songlao, okay yung nangyayari sa management ng SM. Pero, okay, ang ginagawa mo na pala is, kinokontrata mo na yung mga employees mo. Yan. Gumagawa ka na ng yung mga accounting niya. Yan. Kumukuha ka na ng pera sa kanila. Okay. That is workplace crime. Kung saan ka nagtatrabaho, dun ka nagko-corrupt. That is workplace crimes. Ang kalaban mo dito, minsan yung may-ari. Kung hindi man yung may-ari, yung mga trabahador. Or yung mga employee. Para saan? For the, individual or groups illegal use of their professional position to secure something of value. Siyempre, yun? Money. Okay. Ganun ka ba, Raul Macho Videna?
Pa.
Ganun ka ba?
Hindi po.
Parang sa classroom lang yan. Kung gagawin natin yung workplace crime sa classroom, ito yung mga naniningil na treasurer. Tapos, kanwari ganito ganyan. Gagamitin nila yung pera in their own expense or parang personal expense. Ayan. Next, we have organizational crime. Okay? Decision makers of corporation, government engage in illegal activity for corporate or organizational advantage as opposed to personal gain, terrorism, selling of products which are known to be unsafe or defective. Organizational crime, for example, police. Tapos, kinonfiscate nila yung shabu. Tapos, imbis na sunugin yung shabu, binenta nila. Okay. This is type of organizational crime. Decision makers of corporation or government. Ayan. For example, sa corporation na lang, gumagawa kayo ng sabon. Sino yung gusto may-ari ng sabon dito? Kanwari si Marilyn Pangan. Are you with us? Marilyn Pangan. Wala yata si Marilyn Pangan. Marilyn Pangan. At the count of 3, Marilyn Pangan, if you're not talking. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I will just review. For example, hello, can you hear me? Nakikinig pa ba ako?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for example,
Opo, ma'am.
Aba.
Alfred Dizon na lang. Si Alfred Dizon, nagbebenta ng ng sabon na pampaputi. Okay, siya yung may-ari no, ano. Kumari, Kojic Soap Philippines made. Diba? Philippine made. Okay. Sa kanya yung may-ari. Kaso nakita niya na yung epekto ng Kojic Soap niya, nagkakaroon ng rashes yung gumagamit. Hindi nga pumasa dun sa DFA eh. Diba? Hindi pumasa sa mga, hindi pumasa sa mismong parang inspection. Ganyan. Pero, ginamit pa din. Okay, or binenta pa din. Ang tawag doon is organizational crime. Bakit? Kasi yung buong corporation ang involved. Kasi alam naman yung defective ang product, diba? Sino niloloko niya nun? Yung mga consumers niya. Diba? Decision makers of corporation or government engage in illegal activity for corporate or organizational advantage. Kasi kung hindi niya daw ibibenta yung mga group of Kojic na yun na made in the Philippines, malulugi yung corporation niya. So, sabi niya, as opposed to personal gain, terrorism, selling products which are known to be unsafe or defective. Okay? Next. Yan. We have strategic bankruptcy. Okay, ito. Madaming ganito, strategic bankruptcy. So, company is successfully sued. Pag sinabi successfully sued, ano na siya, talagang pa-close na siya. Okay? Or parang, they declares bankruptcy and thus avoids having to pay up and company. So, is then reorganized to a new company which is clear of personal company liabilities. Ganito. Alam niyo yung mga different, for example, alam niyo yung mga different, ito, yung mga samgis, yung mga samgyupsal. Alam niyo na, di ba, ganyan, pareho lang naman sila, ma'am, dito pa rin yung place, pero nag-iiba yung pangalan nila. Kasi yung mga business, di ba, nagkakaroon sila ng tax, ganyan. Meron silang responsibility with the government. Yung ginagawa ng iba, para hindi sila magbayad ng yearly tax, ganyan. Sasabihin nila, magde-declare sila ng bankruptcy. So, therefore, ang gagawin nun nila, magde-declare sila ng bankruptcy, hindi sila bibigyan ng tax or so whatever, and then they will open another business name. Okay? So, therefore, wala na silang liabilities doon. Kapag kasi nag-declare ka ng bankruptcy sa isang business mo, okay, hindi ka nila bibigyan ng tax eh. Madaming ganyan nakita ko sa San Fernando. Okay? Nagpalit siya ng pangalan. Sabi niya, una, ayoko sabihin, baka makita nila tong video. Sabihin na natin na merong, bigyan niyo akong pangalan ng, Diana Samgyupsal. Sabi niya ganyan. Doon lang sa specific place sa'yo. Sabi niya, Diana Samgyupsal. 1 year doon kami kumakain lagi kasi doon, malapit lang siya. Tapos, nung next year, nag-iba yung pangalan. Okay? Aging nangyari, Jenna Samgyupsal na. Okay? Bakit? Pareho lang ng product na binibenta, 'di ba? Samgyupsal lang, pero iba yung pangalan. Anong ginagawa nila? Anong iniwasan nila? Yung magbayad ng tax sa government. Or magbayad sila ng mga liabilities nila within the government. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng strategic bankruptcy. Or yung iba naman, okay, kung hindi man nila mag-o-open or sasabihing bankrupt na ang isang business, ang gagawin nila, papasunog nila. Papasunog po nila yung mga mismong store nila. Bakit po? Kasi hinahabol naman nila insurance. Ang mga business may mga insurance, di ba? Kapag nalugi ka, magbibigay sila ng pera sa'yo. Yan. Yung mga businessman natin, businesswoman natin, matatalino yung mga yan. So, pag alam nila na mas kikita sila sa ganito, gagawin nila yung mga ganyang bagay. Lalo na kung hindi sila tapat. Okay po? Makakita kayo ng ganyan, as siguro dahil hindi lang kayo palabas-labas ngayon. Yung iba, talagang, what do you call this? They are, pinapalitan ng business nila, ginagawa yan. And nakita ko talaga, sabi ko nga, talagang nagpapalit sila ng business name every year just to skip or escape from the taxes or liabilities. So that is what we call strategic bankruptcy. Next is the last one, patriotic crime. Pag sinabi nating patriot, this is parang nationalism, diba? The love of your nation. So, crimes committed in the name of achieving important national goals. Pag sinabi nating patriotic crime, okay, these are type of crimes na ginawa mo lang in exchange of what? National goals. So, action taken legitimate channels, okay? Example, violation of international law, protecting the national security. For example, meron lang nag-a-attempt kasi na pumasok sa ating bansa ng mga terrorist group. Sometimes, nagkakaroon ng violation with the international law just to protect the Philippines, okay? Undeclared warfare, ayan, false imprisonment, or for example, kapag hostage, ayan, kanwari, kukulong namin sa ganito, sige, in kapalit is palalayain mo yung mga hostages. Ayan, that is false imprisonment. Failure to regulate pollution and tax laws. So, that is patriotic crime. Parang, gagawin mo lang yung crime na to in exchange of being patriot or for the important national goals. Okay? So, yun lang ang mga yan. So, do you have any questions? That is the types of white-collar crimes. Again, white-collar crimes are committed by highly professional people. Diba? It's either the workplace, organizational, business, or strategic bankruptcy, and patriotic crime. So, do you have any questions for our discussion?
Wala man po, ma'am.
Wala po, ma'am.
Wala po. So, open na lang your cameras. And let's have some screenshot first.